let's talk about ankle sprains. When an ankle sprain happens, generally it's going to be this ligament right here because we call this an inversion ankle sprain is the most common. These ligaments, this one's called the ATFL, anterior talofibular ligament, attaches between this bone, which is your fibula, and then this bone that is the talus. This would be my left foot, and an inversion sprain is when the foot goes down and in. So you can see how that tension on the ligament increases as we go into that position. The second most common is the calcaneofibular ligament, which is between this ankle bone and your heel bone. In grade 1, which is the first grade of ankle sprains, there's no actual damage to the ligament. It's just a stretching of the ligament. So we don't generally see swelling, don't see a ton of bruising, but there can be a ton of pain. This is the most common, would be a grade 1. For grade 2 and above, we actually see tearing. So that is going to cover everything from the slightest bit of tearing to everything shy of a full tear. Grade 3 is when we have a full tear of that ligament, or we call it a rupture. Now, this tape is a little bit misleading. When we have that full tear, it's not completely severed as if you were cutting it. There's still like horsehair strands, so strands of that ligament in play. These injuries are not necessarily structurally damaging to the ankle. Yes, these ligaments are really important, but you also have the joint capsule, and you also have some really important muscles called the peroneals that get damaged in the ankle sprain, but generally we're not going to see a full dislocation despite having some damage to those ligaments. The cost to this is more your joint position sense. These ligaments are super, super important for sensing your ankle's position in space. And that is why so many people after an inversion sprain their ankle again, because they have a lot more trouble understanding and recognizing the position that their ankle is in. And now they go back to their sport and it's a floppy ankle because they can't tell what position their ankle's in. In the next little while, we're going to talk about how to rehab an ankle sprain, other things that you need to know about the ligaments and joint capsules and etc., so that you don't end up one of the people that, like most people, have under rehabbed their ankle sprain.